What's going on, everybody? It's Sibakari from Finn Rummy Gaming, and welcome to XPlane 11. Today we're going to be doing a flight. But first, I have to get the chat up. He did not stream today, so I don't have to worry about missing his stream. Alright, that's going to be put there. That's going to pause. Alright, welcome to, what is this place called? I don't even know where we are right now. We're at an airport in North Florida. What is it? This is the... You know what? Let me pull up the... Just give me a second, guys. Okay, yeah, I'm going to put that on that display so that you guys just see that and nothing else. XPlane 11 tracker. The map tracker. There is the tracker's working, and otherwise I have to spend like I'm gonna spend like 45 minutes trying to figure out what I did last stream. Okay, about the file, hold on. Wait, so how do I download this? Okay, well, how do you download this? So remember, I have to make sure I don't miss anyone in chat. I have to sign in. Okay, that's fine. Hold on, I did it wrong. There we go. Okay, now I should... Okay, now I can just download the... Okay, I don't even need to download it. I should be in their source, and I think I am. Yes, I think I'm in. I think I found it. Okay, I'm gonna show you the source now. We are here at Florida Corrections Airport in Lake Butler. And I'll just show you some information on the map. So it's basically a prison. It is a prison. It legit is a prison that we're flying out of. How I got assessed into a prison, don't ask me, okay? We had to do some things. I'm not proud of it. I'm kidding, of course. It's a simulator, but anyway, so we're here. We're pretty much dead center of Florida, pretty far from Jacksonville, pretty far from Tallahassee, kind of close to Lake City. That's probably the closest city. Oh, Gainesville is actually a lot closer. I might want to edit the description of the live stream, since Gainesville is a lot closer. To where we are right now. And so today we're going to fly to Alabama. Where exactly, I'm not even sure. I think it's somewhere in like north up here. It's like north of Tuscaloosa. I think this is the wrong road. Where is it? Interstate 22. Where's Interstate 22? That's US 82. No, because you have to Atlanta and you go. This is I-22. There. Okay, I found it. We're going somewhere up here. Okay, so the interesting thing about this airport is just kind of the structure of the runways here at this airport. So basically, you have one runway which basically goes from there to about here. That's runway 0. That's what we're taking off out of. Or runway 36, which takes off in a pretty much northerly direction. And we also have runway 23 and 5, which is a lot shorter, and 27 and 6, or 9, my mistake, 32 and 14, or that's 14, right? That is 14. All right, good. So we have these 3 runway spokes that come in to meet at this point, and then we have these other ones, and apparently the prison's like, is it like that thing, or is that like where people live? I could look at the map, and I probably should be looking at the map in order to ask these questions, but we're down here on runway level, basically. And I can obviously go in here and I can look up pretty much exactly where we are and where we're going. So like we're obviously down here. You have US. There's really no US routes around here. It's just kind of the Florida routes. Oh, and every 2 seconds I always have to check to make sure that my capture's still working. On my phone I can check. But anyways, we're gonna make sure that we can fly out, basically. So first off, this is wrong by a lot, because if we turn on we turn on the avionics.
58 Bureau, 5 X-rays. 3013. Gainesville large unit.
Okay, we're gonna turn that down a little bit because that is a bit annoying. Notice how we're at 6 points exactly. Exactly 6. We need to make sure that we set it to 6 points. Oh, wrong way. That can stay at 1 point. This has to move. So first we have to center it on this point and not push it any further or less. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then we're at that, and then we can take. I mean, the engine is pretty much on at this point, but I want. How do I turn off the radio? It only turns off when I do that. So I'd probably have to let the, I don't want to file a flight plan. All I want to do is I want to set, see how that's set as a waypoint? Now what I want to do is I want to set, I want to push in the cursor, and then I want to scroll down a slot. And then I want to try to go in for a... I think we're just going to try to just throw in a random point or something. I don't even know. So we can just clear it. Alright, you know what? I'm going to clear that. I'm going to put in the point. which is going to be Alabama. Oh, I'm going to have to scroll through this a little bit. Bird's Nest. So if we start the engine, you'll notice that we're having a little trouble. Okay, the engine's on. We're going to set that to local time. Or we'll set that to, yeah, Fahrenheit. Local time. And we're almost ready to take off at this point. Engine's roaring. All we got to do is pretty much just turn on some of our lights. And then we're pretty much ready to go. Yeah, it should be clear. It should not be 58 degrees outside. It should be more like 69 degrees. There we go. That's a little bit cooler outside. So without further ado, I feel like we should get ourselves into the air. We're just going to take off straight out of this runway where we're parked on. Not going to do anything fancy. We are going to turn on the engine. I'm going to be quiet for the takeoff portion of the flight, and then I'm going to lower the volume a lot when we get up in the air so that we can fly. But I want to get you guys to just kind of feel the takeoff. So volume's going on. I'm going to be quiet for just the takeoff portion.
3 X-ray Sierra. S76 6 X-ray Papa Lake City meeting altimeter 2992. Lake City meeting altimeter 2992. S76 6 X-ray Papa. 737 to 808 Tango. Climb and maintain flight level 360. Climb and maintain flight level 360. 737 to 808 Tango. Golf. 2 Juliet Romeo. Flight heading 160. Flight heading 1602 Juliet Romeo. S76 6 X-ray Papa. Climb and maintain 9,000. Climb and maintain 9,000. S76 6 X-ray Papa. SJX Vision 2 Whiskey Hotel. Fly heading 280. Vectors for visual runway 18 left. Descend and maintain 2,000. Fly heading 280. Vectors for visual runway 18 left. Descend and maintain 2,000. SJX Vision 2 Whiskey Hotel. MD82 Alpha Alpha. Climb and maintain flight level 350. Climb and maintain flight level 350. MD82 Alpha Alpha. SJX Vision 2 Whiskey Hotel. Fly heading 0 S7 to 800, 8, Tango, Golf. S76, 6, X-ray, Papa, flight heading 210. Flight heading 210, S76, 6, X-ray, Papa. MDA 2, Alpha, Alpha, climb and maintain, flight level 360. Climb and maintain, flight level 360, MDA 2, Alpha, Alpha. MDA 2, India, X-ray, climb and maintain, flight level 360. Climb and maintain, flight level 360, MDA 2, India, X-ray. S76, 6, X-ray, Papa, climb and maintain, 9,000. Climb and maintain, 9,000, S76, 6, X-ray, Papa. SJX Vision, 5, Golf.
Woo! All right there. All right, everybody. That was an epic takeoff.
Descend and maintain, 5,000. Flight heading 090. Runway 1 left.
That's the airport we took off out of.
SJX Vision 5 Golf, Hilton. SJX Vision 2 Whiskey Hotel, flight.
Now, if we take a look, we'll notice that I forgot to put any fuel in the tank. All right, we're going to put in enough for about 4 hours of flight, and we're going to apply the changes.
10.
Just to make sure we have enough fuel in the tank.
100. SJX Vision 2.
We're going to keep going straight for a little bit, and then I am going to make our turn so that we can trajectory towards our destination airport in Alabama at Bird's Nest Airport.
MDA 2 Alpha Alpha. S76 6 X-ray Papa, flight heading 170. Flight heading 170. S76 6 X-ray Papa. 737 to 800.
No one's in chat yet. I'm going to DM Graham at some point and see if he wants to come to the stream for a bit. But otherwise, I will just keep flying.
S76 6 X-ray Papa, climb and maintain 9,000. Climb and maintain 9,000. S76 6 X-ray Papa. MDA 2 Alpha Alpha, climb and maintain flight level 360. Climb and maintain flight level 360. MDA 2 Alpha Alpha. 737 to 800. 2 Echo Kilo, climb and maintain flight level 360. Climb and maintain flight level 360.
You can go to dash cam view if you want.
737 to 800. 2 Echo Kilo. SJX Vision 6 Lima Kilo, Cecil FLD, altimeter 2992. Cecil FLD, altimeter 2992. SJX Vision 6 Lima Kilo. S76 6 X-ray.
The problem is I kind of need to see over the hood, like where we're going and stuff.
Flight heading 170. S76 6 X-ray Papa.
Okay, so I'm not sure what lake that is. There's a couple lakes. There's one like directly in front of us too.
100. Flight heading 10.
Alright, we've gone far enough in this direction. I'm going to do a couple things before we continue the flight. Alright, I just DM'd Graham. I'm going to show us the progress on the map, basically. I'm also going to make sure that I can see through there. So we took off okay-ish trajectory out of... oh my god. Out of the airport. Hold on a second. Because I was trying to aim... I don't know where I was trying to aim, but we're here. We're still in the same county. There's Baker County. We're going to be now flying in this direction out of Florida. But now I'm going to go into the flight plan, and I'm basically going to say activate, which means now it's going to tell me to fly directly from where I am now instead of where I started.
SJX Vision 6, flight Kilo.
So now I can trajectory from here
2992.
instead.
Altimeter 29922 Tango Uniform.
And this tells me how many hours it's going to take.
0 Papa Hotel Gainesville RGNL altimeter 299.
Distance is 358 nautical miles.
Altimeter 299 58 bearing 0 Papa Hotel.
If this was a little smaller, ooh, and it gets smaller here.
SJX Vision 7 Uniform Delta Lake City meeting altimeter 2992. Lake City meeting altimeter 2992. SJX Vision 7 Uniform Delta.
We'll keep this at the top because, I mean,
MDA 2 Alpha.
what do we need it for, really?
Level 360.
You're playing Rainbow. You wiped out the whole other team. You're getting better. Great job, man.
Alpha.
I'm happy to hear about your progress. Hear you getting better at the game. I'm actually taking a little break from playing Siege. I kind of got a little bored of it, but I will be getting back to the grind. I decided to play some XPlane. But good for you, man. I have still not been able to get a squad wipe yet. Are you able to hear me? I'm just wondering, because I do have the volumes up a bit loud. Let me just pause the game where I am. Alright, I'm just making sure, and that was just messaging Graham. Just seeing if he wanted to join for a bit. Check out the flight. Do you play any flight simulators, Hectic, or do you, just stick to truck sims on your phone most of the time? Alright, so I see we brought our time down pretty quickly to 340. I can always make sure that we have, like, certain things working, like flaps. You used to play flight sims. I kind of have to agree with you. I do believe that I did lose my touch in flight simulators as well, although I do play now and then. I can understand, it's just kind of boring. It's a lot more immersive on PC, which is generally why I enjoy it a little more, but still, it is still pretty boring to fly. Especially where I'm flying, the dark forests of Florida. You got Doc and Rainbow. I also just got Doc. He's a good operator. You can get some good use out of him. Make sure not to heal yourself too many times, though. You need that healing for other players. Let's open the door in flight. But let's close it, because that's unsafe.
1,000. SJX Vision 0, November, Romeo. 3, X-ray, Sierra, flight heading 360. Flight heading 360. 3, X-ray, Sierra. S76, 6, X-ray, Papa, flight and maintain 9,000.
Great idea. Florida, Alabama. Is that a good idea?
S76, 6, X-ray, Papa.
I just wanted to do a flight. Just a random flight, kinda.
Charlie, climb and maintain. Flight level 360. Climb and maintain. Flight level 360. 737 to 800. 0. Uniform target. MDA 2 Alpha Alpha. Climb and maintain. Flight level 360. Climb and maintain. Flight level 360. MDA 2 Alpha Alpha.
Feel a bit low to the ground though, but expect a kind of boring flight. Should have enough fuel for the ride. There's a train track down there. No trains though that I see. That's right, you're getting your PC on Monday. What's going to be the first game you play on your PC when you get back to it? ETS. Good choice. Good choice. Hopefully you will not have internet problems so that you can play multiplayer when you get your PC back. I just can't wait to get out of the Jacksonville approach range so that I don't have to hear this, because in XPlane 11, ATC doesn't really matter. So I'm just waiting to be able to disconnect from Jacksonville so that I can not have to hear that annoying bit. Let's see how it feels to sit in the back. It's okay. It's getting progressively colder as we head further north, and that's Interstate 10. Just down there. Planet Coaster. Planet Coaster sounds like a good game. I think one of my other friends plays it too. Oh, it is. I haven't gotten around to play it, but I'm sure it's good. Let me just because it's too. It's already like, I don't know. I think I can see it pretty good on here, the screen. It's fine, Hectic Tiger. Play Rainbow Six Siege. Please, it's a better time to be playing Siege than when I tried playing last night. It was not fun. Anyway, we're going to be taking a quick break from flying. Very quick break to check out the progress on this really cool map. which tells us the story of the flight because it shows us where we took off out of, and then it shows us Planet Coaster is 200 times better than Roller Coaster Tycoon. I'm sure it is. It's more modern. Some of these modern games are like really cool. Like really, really good. We just passed Lake City, kind of just bypassed it, and we're in Columbia County, coming towards Hamilton County. Suwannee River, past Interstate 10 at exit 303, between 303 and 304. Looks like they do the exits by they do the exits by mile marker because it skips from 303 all the way to 324. All right, and we're here. We're about to exit the whatever you pronounce that. And we're back to fly.
737 to 808, India, X-ray, climate maintain, flight level 360. Climate maintain, flight level 360, 737 to 800.
Is this one of the lights? No, it's not.
MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha, fly head 030. Fly head 030, MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha. MDA 9 Whiskey, line fly head 340. Fly head 340, MDA 9 Whiskey, flight line. MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha, climate maintain, flight level 350. Climate maintain, flight level 3.
Still estimating about 3-hour flight time here.
737 to 800.
Not expecting anyone to stay for the whole thing, but at least for a little bit. I'll be flying the whole thing. I might have to take a break. So if no one's watching when I need to take a break, I'll probably just take my break and then I'll continue flying depending on the situation at hand. Sure, because for Graham, it's like, what? Like, it's 9 o'clock at this point. I don't know when he goes to bed. So I don't know if you'll be able to stick around for the whole thing. You probably won't. But that's fine. It will be archived for your convenience, so you can check it out at a later date. There's the river, Suwannee River.
Climate maintain, flight level 350, MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha. SJX Vision 9, Papa, Romeo, Suwannee CO, altimeter 2992.
Well, as I've said, you don't have to stick around for the whole thing. It does get archived, so you don't really miss anything. You can just watch it when it gets when the archive gets uploaded. Because this is a really long flight. In fact, I thought it was only going to be about 3 hours. Alright, that's fine. It's fine, Tiger, that's fine. Just let me know if you have your volume up again. Oh wait, he can't hear me, never mind. There's another road. There's nothing really to see. I was thinking of doing a longer flight, but I didn't feel like doing it because last time I did a long flight, I had to do it in 3 days in four parts, and it was ridiculous. Just the length of that flight. I thought it was going to be like 3 hours, ended up taking me a full 8 hours to do that flight, and it was just so tiring. Eek. Yep. It was really a long flight. It was really, really long.
MD82, 2 Alpha, Alpha, climb and maintain, flight level 350. Climb and maintain, flight level 350.
Yeah, that's fine.
2 Alpha, Alpha.
Thanks for coming to the stream anyway, though.
SJX Vision 5,
Just for a
Bravo,
quick
flight
chat,
level
you know.
150.
Talk about flight simulator stuff.
150.
We probably won't even be in Alabama by the time you leave, so it's fine.
SJX Vision 5, India, Bravo, flight heading 150. Flight heading 150. SJX Vision 5, India, Bravo. MD82, 2 Alpha, Alpha, climb and maintain, flight level 3.
In fact, where are we? I want to get as much ground down before Graham leaves, but I just want to see like how close we are to Alabama. Oh, we're going to actually be able to go through Georgia a little bit before we get to... How is that going to take 3 hours? To get from here to here, that's going to take 3 hours. We have to get to like... I'm flying to like... Where is it? Oh my god, I'm lost. We're flying up to here. So that's going to take 3 hours. Interesting. Let's get as much distance down before Graham leaves. When you're about to leave, I will show where we've been throughout the flight so far. Let's just open the door randomly, because why not? And then let's close it. I do that sometimes. I'm just going to keep it the way it was, this display screen. You've been in Birmingham or on that road? Interstate 22? Or 20 or whatnot? I didn't know you had been to Alabama before. Briefly in Alabama. Yeah, I've never been to Alabama. I've been to like half the states in the country, but I have never been to Alabama. Because it's just so far out of the way from where I live. What just happened to the plane? There we go. Apparently the battery just ran out. South Carolina, North Tennessee, and then Georgia. And then to Florida. No, I've driven through South Carolina. I've never been to like Myrtle Beach. Oh, you're talking to him. Never mind. It's my bad. Sorry. Go on, Graham. I never have so many viewers, so I always need to like filter what I've seen. I don't know how to like filter what I see like other like streamers. Well, you asked me if I'd been to Myrtle Beach. I forgot that. And I told you I'd never been to Myrtle Beach. I need to start learning how to be like those larger streamers where they have to like filter through like when it's talking to them or when they're talking to whoever. I don't know.
170. Flight heading 170. S76, 6, X-ray, Papa. S76, 6, X-ray, Papa. Climb and maintain 9,000. Climb and maintain 9,000.
Starting to see a little bit of terrain changes over here as we get away from Florida.
X-ray, Papa. Flight heading 170. Flight heading 170. S76, 6, X-ray, Papa. MDA 2, Alpha, Alpha. Climb and maintain flight level 3, 5.
We are crossing another roadway.
Climb and maintain flight level 3,
Although it's
5.
not as
MDA 2, Alpha, Alpha. SJX Vision 4 Kilo X-ray Augusta RGNL.
See, I drove to Florida. I drove to West Palm Beach. And I didn't stop anywhere because it was like one of the first big road trips my family ever took, and we were really inexperienced with road trips. So we didn't know what to do. But now we're better at road trips a little bit, you know. The last big one I took was I went to Chicago. Oh, you went to... Okay, this is his route. He went Jacksonville, Myrtle Beach, Charlotte, Gatlinburg, Nashville, Memphis, Atlanta, and Orlando. It's a pretty decent tour of the American South. I know a YouTuber that can go like to those areas like at least every few months if he wanted to, but I don't live anywhere near that area, so I can't get there that easily.
SJX Vision 1, Charlie Victor, contact center on 135.95. Contact center on 135.95. SJX Vision 1, Charlie Victor.
It is definitely an area of the country that I will need to explore at a later age, though, because I don't really know that area too well that you've been to, Graham. Gatlinburg was your favorite? I thought about going to Gatlinburg, but my family thought about it a little bit too, but it just didn't work out, really. We didn't know whether to fly or drive. It was a 15-hour drive, which just because of the way my family kind of deals with road trips would have ended up being about 21 hours. We opted to take a plane trip somewhere else instead. We went to Oregon. Just pretty cool. I do need to get to Gatlinburg one day, or at least somewhere in the Smoky Mountains, Sevierville, or whatnot. The Bears. What do you mean by the Bears, though? What, like bears you saw? Like, what do you mean by that? Oh, you saw bears. That's a little scary, don't you think? Oh, okay, it was a baby with his mother. Well, I hope you didn't mess with the mother, because she would have defended her baby against you, like, whoa. Do not mess with bears. Do I have the engine up all the way? You were on a balcony. Okay, that's good, that's good. Gotta stay safe from those bears. I don't know if you have bears where you live, but bears over here are pretty bad. Well, I'm gonna... Alright. And I do have to keep a good eye on this, on the live screen on my phone screen, because if I see it... You don't have bears over there? Okay, that's good. That's good. I have to keep an eye on the screen for my phone, because if I see that my capture freezes, which it does sometimes in XPlane, I have to reset the captures. which I've had to do a couple times.
135.95. SJX Vision 1, Charlie. 737 to 803, uniform, Echo, flight heading 030. Flight heading 030, 737 to 803, uniform, Echo. 2, Juliet, Romeo, flight heading 340.
Oh my god, we're still on Jacksonville approach. Come on, I don't want to hear Jacksonville anymore. Am I far enough away yet? Every time I'm just like, you're in a 737 in a flight from Houston to Miami. Real life or in a simulator? In XPlane, okay, just making sure. I didn't know if you were actually flying. Or not, Norms. Thanks for the clarification that you're not actually flying during the pandemic. I mean, nothing wrong if you are, just... it's very unlikely that you are flying in real life. Plus, you wouldn't have Wi-Fi. Or internet or cellular or anything. Unless you were on the ground. You suck at XPlane? Oh, please, I suck more. Don't worry about it. I still don't know how to work autopilot on the jumbo jets yet. I only know how to work autopilot on the Vision jet. I don't even know how to use it on Cessna. I'm literally holding a joystick with, like, my palm of my hand literally rested on, like, the neck of the thing. It's, like, so weird, but it works. But yeah, I still don't even understand XPlane myself, so don't feel bad. You may never understand it. You can work autopilot only on the 737. But you can't navigate well with the systems. I mean... well, if you're going to be a pilot in real life, like, go ahead and study. But if you're not, it can just generally be, like... it can just be something fun to do, you know, just take a flight. I couldn't even figure out how to work autopilot on the 737, so, like, take that as an accomplishment. You want to be a commercial pilot in real life? Good for you. Pilot training costs a lot. Like, you want to be a pilot too? I mean, it's worth the money if you're going to be happy if you do it. I mean, if you're really considering being a pilot, like, just, you know... I'd say just, you know, don't discourage yourself from actually doing it. Hold on, I need some speed. But you want to be you want to study law too? You just have to find the pros and cons, you know, like what do you like about law? Like, what do you like about piloting, you know? Do you feel like you could be a lawyer or, you know, whatever, I don't know, or a consultant or whatnot, or would you be happier just being up in the air? But the downsides are you may be away from family a lot, whereas if you're not a pilot, you're not away from if you're a lawyer, you're not away from family. In fact, you know, your family might benefit from it. Be a lawyer and then use the money to be a pilot. Great idea. You can use the money to be a lawyer, and then you can do it and just be a private pilot. You know, you can retire early, I don't know what the average age of retirement is over there. It's probably better than in the U.S. And then just apply for a PPL. Could be fun. Then you could come down to the American South and... If you were a liar, you wouldn't be a commercial pilot. Well, yeah, you know, if you want to be a lawyer that much, then be a lawyer and be a private pilot. But if you want to be a commercial pilot, if your dream is to fly commercial jets, like go for it. Like, although, then you got to think about it. What's the demand? Is there a demand for pilots? Is there a demand for lawyers? Like, how easy is it going to be to get a job as a lawyer or as a commercial pilot? You know, does, what's the airline over there? Virgin Atlantic? Not in 2020. Yeah, there's no demand for anything in 2020. Yeah, everyone's kind of fricked in 2020. EasyJet, Ryanair, Virgin, British, TUI, and Flybe. I mean, there's probably a lot of demand from budget airlines. Oh yeah, Flybe went bust. That's right. I forgot about that. No, where am I from? I'm from the... No, I'm from the Northeast United States. If anyone's wondering. There's like nobody on that road. You'll finish in 2026. So you're going to uni in 2022. And so you'll be fine in 2026, I'm sure. I can't imagine this lasting more than 4 or 5 years. If that long. What state? Connecticut. Hopefully you or not, or you'll probably cry in a box. I mean, it's safe to, at least it's safe to, you know, not, you know, lock down completely. At least you can go out with some restrictions at this point. You're from New York? So what, like upstate or sort of you upstate or near the city or out near Lake Erie, like but yeah, honestly, like at least it's safe to go out and just do stuff even if you can't completely, you know, go out. You can't do much, but at least you can just go out. You live around Port Jervis, I think that's what he said. Yeah, basically he's in that area, I think. Or he's okay. I have a general idea where he is. I don't want to know exactly what town, but that's cool. I don't like to share exactly where I'm from because I don't like to share exactly where I'm from. I'm like near I'm always kind of all over the place with where I say I'm from. But I'm alright, bye Graham. How do I know Port Jervis? Because that's like the oh god. Everyone's maps. This is everyone's routing. I know because I've just heard of it before, and I know if I like go up to the border, which is like here, you know, you'll see Port Jervis here, Matamoros, Pennsylvania. I'm somewhere around here ish. So but in the simulator I'm over here. Crossing Interstate 75. I'm by Graham. Thanks for coming to the stream. But yeah, we just entered Georgia. We're near Valdosta. 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 Yeah, Valdosta, I think. Alright, anyway, we're going to keep going. That took way too long to fly that distance. And we have to get up to here. Might be doing this in 2 parts. Okay, who's... SJX Vision 1, Charlie, Victor, 2IC, 299. Oop, we are way off course, everybody. We gotta get our plane back on course. Contact center on 135.95. SJX Vision 1, Charlie. SJX Vision 4, Tango, Yankee, climb and maintain 17,000. Climb and maintain 17,000. SJX Vision 4, Tango, Yankee. SJX Vision 5, Golf, 5, Valdosta RGNL, altimeter 2992. Valdosta RGNL, altimeter 299. Are you kidding me? SJX Vision 5, Golf. Now I'm connected to Valdosta. But I'm still on Jacksonville. How am I still on Jacksonville? I'm still on Jacksonville, even though I'm like in Valdosta. I'm like still on Jacksonville approach. Or departure. Or I'm out of Jacksonville area. Even though that down there is Valdosta. That whole area out there. I will not bail out on this flight. We will keep going. I may have to do this in 2 parts, but hopefully not, because I can't play Rainbow Six Siege tonight. I thought I had enough fuel. Oh, that's... I think this like tells you how much fuel you're burning. This, yeah, we got plenty of, I think we have plenty of fuel generally. I'm going like way off course here. Alright, so what should we do while we're up in the air? What should we do to pass the time? Meaning, what am I gonna do, and I'm basically gonna narrate me doing. Okay, I see Truckers MP closed their Facebook group. Someone on Twitter posted a poll, so I'll go... Oh my god. Okay, what's going on in Finnish Twitter right now? Okay, just some guy looking for freelance work.
Alpha, Alpha. S76, 6, X-ray, Papa, climate maintain, 9,000. Climate maintain, 9,000.
Basically talking about proper... I should sub to you. Perhaps. Maybe I will. I'm just checking out Finnish Twitter right now. Because I can. I gotta know what this word is. What is this word? Pedagogy? The method and practice of teaching. So basically this tweet is saying that you have to teach everyone in a certain way, or not in the same way but in a different way, and they also have to have a passion for it or they're never going to learn it. Pretty inspirational stuff from Finland Twitter. I'm gonna play a game I haven't played in a while on stream, and it's gonna be a Trivia Crack Survival. Alright. Survival still exists. Good. Friends? No, I don't want to challenge friends. I just want to play random, which just means whoever's playing right now. Alright. I'm gonna narrate my game of Trivia Crack to you guys, or to you for entertainment. When little Jack Horner puts his thumb in a pie, what did he pull out? I don't know. I think it was a plum. I don't know. And it was a plum. Okay, that's great. Alright, who is known as the Intimidator? I have no clue, actually. I'm going to say Rusty Wallace, but don't... It's a sports question. Don't expect me to know this. Nope, it was Dale Earnhardt. Like I said, don't expect me to know sports stuff. I'm not watching a 30-minute ad. Sorry. Alright, let's try to join another lobby here. Alright, what company created Velveeta? I don't think... No, it was not Kraft. I think it was Nabisco. Friend... It was Kraft. Okay. Thank God. Kraft apparently created Velveeta. In which state would you find Augusta, Bangor, and Portland? Well, that would be Maine. And unless you're not American, or if you're not from the Northeast United States, I would expect you to know that. Unless you're not from the U.S., in which case, I don't expect you to know that. Which the main sport the Native Americans play? Not lacrosse. I think it's archery, right? Nope, it was, nope, what is it? I think it was archery. Nope, it was lacrosse. How was it lacrosse? Okay, come on, let's keep this up here. Next lobby. What sport is strikes? Baseball, bowling, and softball. All of them. Epic and 2 people decided to leave. Derek Jeter's hometown. I have no clue. Was it New York? I don't know. It was either New York or I think Buffalo. I don't know. Michigan. How do people know this?
737 to 800. 0, Yankee, Romeo, fly heading 0, 1.
How do people know this stuff? All right, let's go and check out our route, how far we've gone. So we left Valdosta, and we're basically still going. We're not in Alabama yet. No, we are. Yeah, we're not in Alabama. This is. Wait a second. This is Georgia. Oh my god, yeah, we're still so far away from.
Flight 0, 1, 0, 737 to 800. 0, Yankee, Romeo.
Alright, more trivia crack, I suppose. Nope, I don't want to play that game.
135.95.
Come on, multiplayer.
135.95. SJX Vision 1, Charlie Victor. MDA 2, Alpha, climb and maintain.
Alright.
360.
What is an ion? It is a.
360. MDA 2, Alpha.
I think it's just charged particle. Yep, alright.
Sierra, Ultra Unit, altimeter 2992. Ultra Unit, altimeter 2.
Which animals used from Pavlov's famous experiment? Probably just rat. Nope, I bet it was rabbit. I bet it was rabbits. Was it rats? It was dogs. Dogs were used in Pavlov's famous experiment. Alright, someone's looking that up right now. I am. I don't. What the fuck is Pavlov? Pavlov, Russian psychologist. And he died before the Soviet. He was born before the Soviet Union. System research. Measured salivation in dogs. I basically put an IV tube straight into the dog to test if it infected his saliva or something. Okay, interesting. Okay, we have one more attempt. Not the only color that's not primary. That would be orange is not primary. Everyone got that. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Which character was actually named Frankenstein? The monster was named Frankenstein. The author was not scientist. Was not Barbara. Was not. No, it was the scientist. Gosh, mate.
Dost RGNL, altimeter 2992. Dost RGNL, altimeter 2992. S76, 6, X-ray, Papa. 3, X-ray, Sierra, Southwest George RGNL, altimeter 2992. Southwest Georgia RGNL, altimeter 29923, X-ray, Sierra. SJX Vision 6, Zulu, Papa, fly heading 310, descend and maintain 7,000. Fly heading 310, descend and maintain 7,000. SJX Vision 6, Zulu, Papa. S76, 6, X-ray, Papa, fly heading 160. Fly heading 160, S76, 6, X-ray, Papa. 737 to 801, Whiskey, X-ray, fly heading 070. Fly heading 070, 737 to 801, Whiskey, X-ray. S76, 6, X-ray, Papa, climb and maintain 9,000. Climb and maintain 9,000, S76, 6, X-ray, Papa. 737 to 808, Golf, Delta, climb and maintain, flight level 360. Climb and maintain, flight level 360, 737 to 808, Golf, Delta. S76, 6, X-ray, Papa, Henry Tippy Myers, altimeter 2992. Henry Tippy Myers, altimeter 2992, S76, 6, X-ray, Papa. 737 to 800, Yankee, Romeo, fly heading 280. Fly heading 280, 737 to 800, Yankee, Romeo. MBA 29, Quebec, Yankee, fly heading 280. Fly heading 280, MBA 29, Quebec, Yankee. S76, 6, X-ray, Papa, climb and maintain 9,000. Climb and maintain 9,000, S76, 6, X-ray, Papa. MBA 25, Oscar, Charlie, climb and maintain, flight level 350. Climb and maintain, flight level 350, MBA 25, Oscar, Charlie. S76, 6, X-ray, Papa, fly heading 160. Fly heading 160, S76.
I definitely did not prepare for this flight.
MBA 2 Alpha, Alpha, fly heading 070. Fly heading 070, MBA 2 Alpha, Alpha. 737 to 800, Yankee, Romeo, climb and maintain, flight level 360. Climb and maintain, flight level 360, 737 to 800, Yankee, Romeo. SJX Vision 6, Zulu, Papa, fly heading 300, vectors for division, runway 22, descend and maintain 5,000. Fly heading 300, vectors for division, runway 22, descend and maintain 5,000. SJX Vision 6, Zulu, Papa. MBA 29, Bravo, Lionel, fly heading 360. Fly heading 360, MBA 29, Bravo, Lionel. 3, X-ray, Sierra, Henry Tippy Myers, altimeter 2992. Henry Tippy Myers, altimeter 2992, 3, X-ray, Sierra. SJX Vision 6, Zulu, Papa, multi-meeting, altimeter 2992. Multi-meeting, altimeter 2992, SJX Vision 6, Zulu, Papa. 58 direct, 0, Charlie, Golf, multi-meeting, altimeter 2992. Multi-meeting, altimeter 2992, 58 Baron, 0, Charlie, Golf. 2, Juliet, Romeo, fly heading 270. Fly heading 270, 2, Juliet, Romeo. MBA 2, Zulu, Mike, fly heading 330. Fly heading 330, MBA Southwest Georgia RGNL, altimeter 299, SJX Vision 8 Echo, November. SJX Vision 8 Echo, November, fly heading 130. Fly heading 130, SJX Vision 8 Echo, November.
Okay, here's the deal. My arm's getting tired, so we're gonna try something for a bit.
Climb and maintain 9,000, SJX Vision 8 Echo, November. 2 Juliet Romeo, fly
Welcome
heading
to I try to
330.
pretend to be opposite hand ambidextrous for a second here. Normally I use my left hand for the joystick, now I'm using my right for a bit. We're gonna try this out. If it doesn't work, I'll just keep tiring my arm out, but for now I think we'll just try it this way.
9,000, S76, 6, X-ray, 737 to 800, 8, Delta, fly heading 320. MDA 2, 3, Hotel, climb and maintain, flight level 350. Climb and maintain, flight level 350, MDA 2, 3, Hotel. MDA 2, 2, Alpha, climb and maintain, flight level 350. Climb and maintain, flight level 350, MDA 2, 2, Alpha. SJX Vision 8 Echo, November, fly heading 130.
Weirdly enough, the time went down to 2 hours of flying,
8 Echo, November.
which is a little weird, because I thought it was gonna be longer.
9, Bravo, fly heading 270. Fly heading 270.
Looks like we managed to speed things up a little bit.
MDA 2, 2, Alpha, fly heading 340. Fly heading 340. MDA 2, 2, Alpha. 58 Garrett, 5, X-ray, Sierra, Henry Jeff Myers, altimeter 2992. Henry Jeff Myers, altimeter 2992. 58 Barrett, 5, X-ray, Sierra. MDA 2, 2, Alpha, climb and maintain, flight level 350. Climb and maintain, flight level 350.
That's better. GPS.
2, Alpha. 1, Lionel Tango, Thomasville RGNL, altimeter 2992. Thomasville RGNL, altimeter 2992.
It's better.
1, Lionel Tango. MDA 2, 2, Zulu, Mike, fly heading 320. Fly heading 320, MDA 2, 2, Zulu, Mike.
We're still on Jacksonville area Unicom, or not Unicom. Unicom is when like 1 or 2 people's at the airport. If there's more,
SJX Vision 2 Delta Kilo, fly heading 320, vectors for vision, runway 22, climb and maintain 5,000. Fly heading 320, vectors for visual, runway 22, climb and maintain 5,000. SJX Vision 2 Delta Kilo. 737 to 800, 4, Papa, Oscar, climb and maintain, flight level 350. Climb and maintain, flight level 350, 737 to 800, 4, Papa, Oscar. MDA 2, 2, Alpha, climb and maintain, flight level 350. Climb and maintain, flight level 350, MDA 2, 2, Alpha. SJX Vision 1, Charlie, Victor, contact center on 135.95. Contact center on 135.95. SJX Vision 1, Charlie, Victor. MDA 2, 1, Yankee, Oscar, fly heading 240. Fly heading 240, MDA 2, 1, Yankee, Oscar. S76, 6, X-ray, Papa, fly heading 160, climb and maintain 7,000.
okay, let's try to get some speed.
160, climb and maintain 7,000. S76, 6, X-ray, Papa.
Wait till we get to about here.
6, X-ray, Papa, climb and maintain 7,000. Climb and maintain 7,000.
Come on, gain some altitude.
6,
And
Resume on navigation. Resume on navigation to Juliet Romeo. 737 to 800. 6 November. Fly heading 280.
boost.
MDA 2 Alpha. Climb and maintain. Flight level 350. Climb and maintain. Flight level 350. MDA 2 Alpha. SJX Vision 8 Echo November. Fly heading 130. Descend and maintain 7,000. Fly heading 130. Descend and maintain 7,000. SJX Vision 8 Echo November. S76 6 X-ray Papa. Climb and maintain 7,000. Climb and maintain 7,000. S76 6 X-ray Papa. MDA 2 Alpha. Climb and maintain. Flight level 350. Climb and maintain. Flight level 350. MDA 2 Alpha. SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor. Fly heading 130. Fly heading 130. SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor. 737 to 800. 0 Yankee Romeo. Contact center on 133.95. Contact center on 133.95. 737 to 800. 0 Yankee Romeo. S76 6 X-ray Papa. Climb and maintain 7,000. Climb and maintain 7,000. S76 6 X-ray Papa. SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor. Climb and maintain 1,000. Climb and maintain 1,000. SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor. SJX Vision 8 Echo November. Fly heading 100. Vectors for the visual runway 18 left. Descend and maintain 5,000. Fly heading 100. Vectors for the visual runway 18 left. Descend and maintain 5,000. SJX Vision 8 Echo November. SJX Vision 6 Zulu Papa. Fly heading 320. Fly heading 320. SJX Vision 6 Zulu Papa. S76 6 X-ray Papa. Climb and maintain 7,000. Climb and maintain 7,000. S76 6 X-ray Papa. SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor. Contact center on 135.95. Contact center on 135.95. SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor. MDA 2 Alpha. Climb and maintain. Flight level 350. Climb and maintain. Flight level 350. MDA 2 Alpha. S76 6 X-ray Papa. Climb and maintain 7,000.
What?
Climb and maintain 7,000.
So if you go down too far, it like shows a different color in that area.
S76 6 X-ray Papa. Fly heading 140. Vectors for the visual runway 31. Descend and maintain 5,000. Fly heading 140. Vectors for the visual runway 31. Descend and maintain 5,000. S76 6 X-ray Papa. 737 to 800. 2 Charlie Oscar. Climb and maintain. Flight level 360. Climb and maintain. Flight level 360. 737 to 800. 2 Charlie Oscar. SJX Vision 6 Zulu Papa. Fly heading 260. Fly heading 260. SJX Vision 6 Zulu Papa. MDA 2 4 Foxtrot Zulu. Contact center on 133.95. Contact center on 133.95. MDA 2 4 Foxtrot Zulu. Center 2 Juliet Romeo.
Oh,
2 Juliet Romeo. Climb and maintain. Flight level 350. Climb and maintain.
what happened here?
502.
Was this always here, this section?
58 Baron 5 X-ray Sierra. Fly heading 260. Flight heading 260. 58 Baron.
Well, let's take a quick break. This is when we cross into Florida and Georgia. You know, kind of like the song that goes, you know, going across the border, Florida into Georgia. Kind of like that, basically. Or exactly like that. Except not in the back of a truck and that's been fired up and all that other stuff that happened in that song. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
X-ray Sierra. SJX Vision 1, Charlie Yankee. 737 to 800. 4, Papa, Oscar, climb and maintain. Flight level 350. Climb and maintain. Flight level 350. 737 to 800. 4, Papa, Oscar. SJX Vision 1, Charlie Yankee. Flight heading 140. Flight heading 140. SJX Vision 1, Charlie Yankee. MDA 2, Alpha, Alpha, climb and maintain. Flight level 350. Climb and maintain. Flight level 350. MDA 2, Alpha, Alpha. SJX Vision 2, Delta, Kilo, Southwest Georgia RGNL, altimeter 2992. Southwest Georgia RGNL, altimeter 2992. SJX Vision 2, Delta, Kilo. MD82, 9, uniform, Charlie. 58 Baron, 4, India, Yankee, flight heading 070. Flight heading 070, 58 Baron, 4, India, Yankee. SJX Vision 1, Charlie, Yankee, climb and maintain, 13000. Climb and maintain, 13000. SJX Vision 1, Charlie, Yankee. SJX Vision 1, Charlie, Yankee, Southwest Georgia RGNL, altimeter 2992. Southwest Georgia RGNL, altimeter 2992. SJX Vision 1, Charlie, Yankee. 2, Juliet, Romeo, resume on navigation. Resume on navigation to Juliet, Romeo. 737 to 800, 7, Bravo, Romeo. S76, 6, X-ray, Papa. 737 to 800, 6, November, flight heading 350. Flight heading 350, 737 to 800, 6, November. SJX Vision 60, Papa, flight heading 320, vectors for visual, runway 22, climb and maintain, 3000. Flight heading 320, vectors for visual.
I don't know if you guys know this, but there's this Twitter account out here called Cloyd Rivers, and I honestly can't tell like what his views are. I think his views are generally just everything America, like. But like I don't get it, cause some things say he's on one side, some says he's on the other. Like I don't think he's on anyone's side. I think he's yeah, I think he just sells some American stuff. And of course, whenever he posts something that's controversial to the people that generally, or like his general audience, you know, it causes a big fight, and because they'll say like one thing that goes against what people think he thinks.
Southwest Georgia RGNL, altimeter 2992. Southwest Georgia RGNL, altimeter 2992, 58 Baron, 4 Union Yankee. 3 Quebec Echo, Moultrie, altimeter 2992. Moultrie, altimeter 2992, 3 Quebec Echo. SJS Vision 6 Zulu, Papa, flight heading 050. Flight heading 050, SJX Vision 6 Zulu, Papa. 58 Baron, 5 X-ray, Sierra, flight heading 260. Flight heading 260.
Oh my God.
5 X-ray, Sierra. S76, 6 X-ray, Papa, Southwest Georgia RGNL, altimeter 2992. Southwest Georgia RGNL, altimeter 2992, S76, 6 X-ray, Papa. SJS Vision 6 Zulu, Papa, contact center on 133.95. Contact center on 133.95, SJX Vision 6 Zulu, Papa. 737 to 800, 7 Charlie Golf, contact center on 133.95. Contact center on 133.95, 737 to 800, 7 Charlie Golf. MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha, contact center on 133.95. Contact center on 133.95, MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha. SJS Vision 0 X-ray, Whiskey, Moultrie, altimeter 2992. Moultrie, altimeter 2992, SJX Vision 0 X-ray, Whiskey. 2 Juliet Romeo, flight heading 320. Flight heading 3202, Juliet Romeo. 3 X-ray, Sierra, Henry Myers, altimeter 2992.
Okay, just making sure that's still working.
Altimeter 2992, 3 X-ray, Sierra. 737 to 800, 8 Papa, Victor, climb and maintain, flight level 350. Climb and maintain, flight level 350, 737 to 800, 8 Papa, Victor. SJX Vision 0 X-ray, Whiskey, flight heading 340, vectors for visual, runway 22, descend and maintain 5,000. Flight heading 340, vectors for visual, runway 22, descend and maintain 5,000. SJX Vision 0 X-ray, Whiskey. 737 to 800, 8 Papa, Victor, climb and maintain, flight level 350. Climb and maintain, flight level 350, 737 to 800, 8 Papa, Victor. S76, 6 X-ray, Papa, climb and maintain, 9,000. Climb and maintain, 9,000, S76, 6 X-ray, Papa. S76, 6 X-ray, Papa, flight heading 130. Flight heading 130, S76, 6 X-ray, Papa. S76, 6 X-ray, Papa, flight heading 140. Flight heading 140, S76, 6 X-ray, Papa. MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha, climb and maintain, flight level 360. Climb and maintain, flight level 360, MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha. MDA 9 Bravo, line, contact center on 133.95. Contact center on 133.95, MDA 9 Bravo, line. S76, 6 X-ray, Papa, climb and maintain, 9,000. Climb and maintain, 9,000, S76, 6 X-ray, Papa. MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha, climb and maintain, flight level 360. Climb and maintain, flight level 360, MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha. SJX Vision 1 Charlie Yankee, flight heading 140. Flight heading 140, 210. Flight heading 2102, Juliet, Romeo. 737 to 800 for uniform, Papa. Flight heading 250. Flight heading 250, 737 to 800 for uniform, Papa. MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha. Flight heading 260. Flight heading 260, MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha. SJX Vision 3 Bravo Delta. Flight heading 340. Flight heading 340. SJX Vision 3 Bravo Delta. S76 6 X-ray Papa. Climb and maintain 9,000. Climb and maintain.
How are we still on Jacksonville? How far are we from I gotta see right now. Where are we in comparison to Jacksonville? Yo, like, we're close to Atlanta at this point, right? Montgomery, honestly. Like, shouldn't we be disconnecting from Jacksonville at this point? I don't know, just curious, you know. We're still going through western Georgia, just passing by the city of Albany, down here by a railroad track, by the very small village or I don't even call this a village. I'd call this like I'd call this like a junction town or like a meet or a census place of Ducker, because they wanted to start the town's name with F, but they couldn't do that. So
3, Echo, contact center on 133.95. Contact center on 133.953. Quebec Echo. SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor. Contact center on 135.95. Contact center on 135.95. SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor. 737 to 800 for uniform, Papa. Flight heading 290. Flight heading 290. 737 to 800 for uniform, Papa. MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha. Climb and maintain. Flight level 360. Climb and maintain. Flight level 360. MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha. SJX Vision 3 Bravo Delta. Decatur CO Industrial Airport. Altimeter 2992. Decatur CO Industrial Airport. Altimeter 2992. SJX Vision 3 Bravo Delta. SJX Vision 3 Bravo Delta. Flight heading 340. Flight heading 340. SJX Vision 3 Bravo Delta. S76 6 X-ray Papa. Climb and maintain 9,000. Climb and maintain 9,000. S76 6 X-ray Papa. 3 X-ray Sierra. Moultrie unit altimeter 2992. Moultrie unit altimeter 29923. X-ray Sierra. Center MDA 1 Mike Golf. 737 to 800 Lionel, Quebec. Contact center on 133.95. Contact center on 133.95. 737 to 800 Lionel, Quebec. 58 Barrett, 5 X-ray Sierra, Southwest Georgia RGNL, altimeter 2992. Southwest Georgia RGNL.
yeah, and of course, the thing with XPlane is it only spawns planes near where you're flying in the game. So right now we're flying near Southwest Georgia Regional, which is somewhere like back there. And
Contact center on 133.95. 737 to 800 Whiskey. MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha. Resume on navigation.
it keeps saying like Southwest Georgia Regional. It doesn't say any of the other airports that we passed by throughout like pretty much the entirety of the flight.
Flight level 360. Climb and maintain. Flight level 360. MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha. 3 X-ray Sierra, early Seattle, altimeter 299.
can't.
37
Hold
to
up.
800 for uniform Papa. MDA 2 Alpha Alpha. Climate maintain. Flight level 360. Climate maintain.
We're getting about an hour 55
Alpha Alpha.
at this point.
737 to 800. 3 Bravo Kilo. Climate maintain. Flight level 360. Climate maintain. Flight level 360. 737 to 800. 3 Bravo Kilo. S76 6 X-ray. Papa. Climate maintain. 9,000. Climate maintain. 9,000. S76 6 X-ray. Papa. 3 X-ray. Sierra. Southwest Georgia RGNL. Altimeter 2992. Southwest Georgia RGNL. Altimeter 2992. 3 X-ray. Sierra. MDA 2 Alpha Alpha. Climate maintain. Flight level 360. Climate maintain. Flight level 360. MDA 2 Alpha Alpha. 737 to 800. 3 Bravo Kilo. Climate maintain. Flight level 360. Climate maintain. Flight level 360. 737 to 800. 3 Bravo Kilo. 2 Echo Bravo. Flight heading 010. Flight heading 0102 Echo Bravo. MDA 2 Alpha Alpha. Climate maintain. Flight level 360. Climate maintain. Flight level 360. MDA 2 Alpha Alpha. S76 6 X-ray. Papa. Early CO. Altimeter 2992. Early CEO. Altimeter 2992. S76 6 X-ray. Papa. 2 Juliet Romeo. 58 Garrett.
We're like slowly approaching.
133.95. Contact center on 133.95.
We were slowly approaching 3,000, but I backed off an hour at 2,000.
9 Oscar Tango. Climate maintain. Flight level 350. Climate maintain. Flight level 350. MDA 2 9 Oscar Tango. 737 to 800. 4 uniform. Papa. Contact center on.
Is this centered or?
133.95. Contact center on 1.
It is. This isn't centered. Oh, it's like, yeah, because I'm not flying. That's supposed to tell me how close out, like... Yeah, because if I do this, it doesn't go, it goes on an angle. When I do the view like that. As we just fly across boring old Georgia. At least when we did the My Place to Florida run, like, we managed to see a lot. We saw a lot of water. But as you can tell, there is no water. There's a little water over there. That's probably a river. But there is no freaking water. It's just land. And it's way too much land. Like, bro, like, there's too much freaking land out here. Way too much land. In fact, I'll show you just how much land there is. Oh my god, I keep thinking we keep going far, but oh my god, just look at all the land. Like I said, we took off at this place, and we flew up. There was no land. We flew across the Suwannee River. Still no land. Still all land. Then we flew across this river. The Alapaha River. No water. There were some lakes, and there were some lakes back where we started to, including that lake right there. Then we passed the Ochlockonee River. We continued. We passed the Flint River. No more water. And there's some water there, not really. And there was also a little bit of a creek here. There's no water. Literally no water. I think the next body of water we're getting to is this thing that gets Georgia and that splits Georgia and Alabama, which we're pretty close to. But let's keep going.
Descend and maintain 1-1000 SJX Vision 3 Bravo Delta.
Please tell me that was it.
MD
No!
Tango contact center.
Oh, I thought that was it.
3.9.
In terms of not hearing my whatever Jacksonville anymore.
MD 6 Alpha Tango. 58 Baron 5 X-ray Sierra flight heading 260. Descend and maintain 1-1000. Flight heading 260. Descend and maintain 1-1000. 58 Baron 5 X-ray Sierra. MDA 2 Alpha climb and maintain flight level 360. Climb and maintain flight level 360. MDA 2 Alpha SJX Vision 3 Bravo Delta contact center on 133.95. Contact center on 133.9.
Hold on, I might be able to manipulate this. Oh my god. I can relax my arm for a second.
X-ray Sierra flight heading 260. Descend and maintain 7,000.
Oh my god, I can keep my arm relaxed for a bit.
7,058 Baron 5.
Although my arm, of course, wants to go back to that position.
MDA 8 November Zulu flight heading 040. 737 to 801 Bravo 5 contact center on 133.95. Contact center on 133.95. 737 to 801 Bravo 5. 737 to 806 India Zulu climb and maintain flight level 360. Climb and maintain flight level 360. 737 to 806 India Zulu. MDA 2 Alpha contact center on 133.95. Contact center on 133.95. MDA 2 Alpha 737 to 801 Bravo 5. 737 to 806 India Zulu climb and maintain flight level 360. Climb and maintain flight level 360. 737 to 806 India Zulu. 737 to 803 Bravo Kilo contact center on 133.95. Contact center on 133.95. 737 to 803 Bravo Kilo.
Oh, shoot.
737 to 801 Bravo 5 flight heading 060. Flight heading 060. 737 to 801 Bravo 5.
Come on, like I said, just trying to get my boost.
S76 X-ray Papa climb and maintain 9,000. Climb and maintain 9,000. S76 X-ray Papa. 3 X-ray Sierra flight heading 020. Flight heading 020. 3 X-ray Sierra. 3 X-ray Sierra early Sierra altimeter 2992. Early CEO altimeter 29923 X-ray Sierra. S76 6 X-ray Papa climb and maintain 9,000. Climb and maintain 9,000. S76 6 X-ray Papa. SJX Vision 0 X-ray Whiskey Southern FLD altimeter 2992. Southern FLD altimeter 2992. SJX Vision 0 X-ray Whiskey. 3 X-ray Sierra fly heading 020. Fly heading 020. 3 X-ray Sierra. MDA 2 Alpha fly heading 110. Fly heading 110. MDA 2 Alpha 2 Echo Bravo fly heading 040. Fly heading 0402 Echo Bravo. Southwest Georgia RGNL, altimeter 299 to 58 Baron, 5 X-ray Sierra. Center 58 Baron, 6 Romeo Victor. S76, 6 X-ray, Papa, climb and maintain, 9,000. Climb and maintain, 9,000. S76, 6 X-ray, Papa. 2 Echo, Bravo, contact center on, 133.95. Contact center on, 133.952 Echo, Bravo. 58 Baron, 6 Romeo Victor, plate unit, altimeter 2992. Plate unit, altimeter 2992.
So it's in between.
Center 2 Juliet, Romeo.
179 is the official halfway point.
X-ray, Papa, early Sierra, altimeter 2992. Early CEO, altimeter 2992. S76, 6 X-ray, Papa. MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha, climb and maintain, flight level 350.
Okay, before we go into that stretch, we're almost in Alabama. We're coming through the town of Cuthbert, Georgia, and about to enter Alabama, because then the next half of the trip is trying to get across the state of Alabama, which is going to get interesting. And of course, we have a flight here that originated up here and came down this way. And we also have a flight over here that went through Illinois, and we also have, these were all planes flying as I'm flying, of course, because I'm flying over here. They're flying where they're flying. And now we continue with another 21 nautical miles before we come up with a consensus on what to do. Whether to break this off or whether to... I think we're good. I think we're going to go another 21 nautical miles, and then we're going to make a decision. Like I said 4 times already.
737 to 801, Bravo, 5, contact center on, 133.95. Contact center on, 1.
Is that an airport or an airfield? Not an airport.
737 to 801, Bravo, 5. MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha, climb.
That is not an airfield. That is a highway junction, I think.
5. Alpha, Alpha. SJX Vision 5, Whiskey. 3 X-ray, Sierra, contact center on, 133.95. Contact center on, 133.95. 3 X-ray, Sierra. S76, 6 X-ray, Papa, early Sierra, altimeter 299.
Yeah, that is not an airfield. That is the train track going straight down the middle of this town here.
737 Contact center on 133.95. 737 to 808 Echo Golf. SJS Vision 5 Romeo Whiskey. Flight heading 090. Vectors for visual runway 22. Descend and maintain 5,000. Flight heading 090.
I think we're almost at the point where we don't have to worry about Jacksonville Center anymore.
SJX Vision 5 Romeo Whiskey. S76 6 X-ray Papa. Flight and maintain 9,000. Flight and maintain 9,000. S76 6 X-ray Papa. MDA 1 Papa Whiskey. Contact center on 133.95. Contact center on 133.95. MDA 1 Papa Whiskey. 58 Baron 5 X-ray Sierra. Contact center on 133.95. Contact center on 133.95. 58 Baron 5 X-ray Sierra. SJX Vision 5 Southwest Georgia RGNL, altimeter 2992, SJX Vision 5, Romeo Whiskey.
I think I see it. Is that it over there?
MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha, fly heading 28.
I can't tell.
Fly heading 280, MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha. 737 to 808, X-ray 0, fly heading 020. Fly heading 020, 737 to 808, X-ray Zulu. 737 to 808, X-ray Zulu, climb and maintain, flight level 360. Climb and maintain, flight level 360, 737 to 808, X-ray Zulu. 2 Juliet Romeo, fly heading 340. Fly heading 3402, Juliet Romeo. Center MDA 27, Charlie Echo. SJX Vision 5, Romeo Whiskey, contact center on 133.95. Contact center on 133.95, SJX Vision 5, Romeo Whiskey. 737 to 808, X-ray Zulu, climb and maintain, flight level 360. Climb and maintain, flight level 360, 737 to 808, X-ray Zulu. 2 Juliet Romeo, contact center on 133.95. Contact center on 133.95, 2 Juliet Romeo. MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha, fly heading 190. Fly heading 190, MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha. 737 to 809, Charlie Tango, fly heading 160. Fly heading 160, 737 to 809, Charlie Tango. MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha, climb and maintain, flight level 360. Climb and maintain, flight level 360, MDA 2 Alpha, Alpha. 58 Baron 5, X-ray Sierra, fly heading 050. Fly heading 050, 58 Baron 5, X-ray Sierra. 58 Baron 5, X-ray Sierra, early CEO, altimeter 2992. Early CEO, altimeter 2992, 58 Baron 5, X-ray Sierra. Center SJX Vision 0.
Alright, that's a 9, right? Is that a 9? That should be a 9, because there's no way... Yeah, that is a 9. The problem is that shakes every 2 seconds whenever I turn. That shakes whenever I turn. That shakes whenever I turn. It's so annoying. I'll be like this, and I'll be... And then it goes back, and there's... And then I'm going to turn back to center. And... There we go. It's calm now.
737 to 808, X-ray, Zulu, contact center on 133.95. Contact center on 133.95, 737 to 808, X-ray, Zulu. 58 Baron 6, Romeo, Victor, fly heading 070. Fly heading 070, 58 Baron 6, Romeo, Victor. 58 Baron 5, X-ray, Sierra, fly heading 010. Fly heading 010, 58 Baron 5, X-ray, Sierra. MDA 29, Quebec, X-ray, contact center on 133.9.
I don't even think we're going to make it to the Alabama border. Of what, 8 nautical miles before we finally get where we're going?
58 Baron 6, Romeo, Victor, contact center on 133.95. Contact center on 133.95, 58 Baron 6, Romeo.
Obviously, the plane just is not... just not capable of going that fast.
SJX Vision 7 Echo Mike. Contact center on 133.95.
Hold on.
Contact center on 133.95. SJX Vision 7 Echo Mike.
Oh shoot. I just pushed a lever in.
58 direct 5 X-ray Sierra. Contact center on 1.
Oh shoot.
3.9.
Why did I only just realize this?
Contact center on 133.9.
I just pushed it all the way in.
X-ray Sierra.
And now we're actually going at a decent speed.
Hotel. Flight heading 040. Flight heading 040. 737 to 800. For Quebec Hotel.
Look at our time just going really far down.
3 Echo India. Contact center on 133.95. Contact center on 133.95. SJX Vision 3 Echo India.
Now, if we had been going for 2 hours, I'd continue, but I can't. I can't do it. I'm sorry, guys. We have to end it off there, just shy of the Alabama border. And I have to get rid of this square, because otherwise I'm gonna screen, because then I'm gonna get. But let's get a little bit of an overview. So we left, we flew up here, and then we just flew in a straight line, basically, out of that national forest, over Interstate 10, flying over 75 Jasper, Florida-Georgia line around Jennings, and then Lake Park, Valdosta, and then we flew pretty much over there and into Moultrie as well, Georgia, and then we just kept going, flew over the town of Baconton as well, all the way to right here. And that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna do part 1 at the beginning so you guys know that it's part 1. I'll change. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Finn Rummy signing out.